Hey guys, and welcome to the second part of Tien's life. Okay, so quick recap to the first episode. Tien had watched Master Roshi and Chaozu die, but instead of going to learn the Mafuba, he climbed up Korin's tower and trained with Goku and Korin, drank the Ultra Divine Water with Goku, and together they joined forces to defeat King Piccolo. Then, once the Dragon Balls got recreated, Tien told the others that they needed to go train more intensely than what they originally did. Then he climbed back up Korin Tower, went to look out with Goku, and they went under the same training that Goku originally did in Dragon Ball with Mr. Popo. Okay, so where we got up to was the beginning of the World Martial Arts Tournament. So, we get there and all the fighters are about to start. As expected, they all get straight through apart from Chaozu. He gets beaten by mercenary Tao once again. He puts up a better fight and doesn't end up in such a bad condition, but he's still no match. He got a lot stronger, but he's still not as strong as what mercenary Tao is. So, everything else happens the same, except the little scene between Goku and Piccolo. Tien is kind of involved in this a bit more. He knows who he is and he knows what's going on, like Goku did. So now fast forward to the next stage. The first fight is Yamcha versus Hero, or it's actually Kami. So this fight, Yamcha basically got made a joke of in this one. But this time he's more switched on. He's not thinking that he's automatically won it. He's looking at the bigger picture. He's looking at, is this an act? So he's more alert. So this fight is Kami's techniques, they don't work on Yamcha this time. So he has to use more force. He has to actually show his power. And it is quite a tough fight for both of them. But unfortunately, I still say that Yamcha would lose. I say it'd be a close one and he'd get ringed out, he won't get knocked out. So, as per normal, Kami would progress to the next round. Now, it's Piccolo vs Krillin. So, as you remember from the original fight, Krillin actually gave Piccolo a bit of trouble originally. How Krillin, he's trained harder, he's learnt some new techniques. So, it's an even harder fight for Piccolo. Krillin had actually learnt his Kienzon, or the Destructo Disc, a bit earlier. He used it and he actually cuts off Piccolo's arm. So while they're in a bit of shock, Piccolo regenerates and rushes Krillin. He's furious and he just goes, he unleashes his full power on him. And Krillin, he's putting up a fight, but Piccolo's just overpowering him. He's way too strong. This is when Krillin uses the Solar Flare. Right, so he's mastered it earlier on than what we thought he would, what he originally did. Then he quickly gets behind Piccolo and kicks him in the back, knocks him down, fires a Kamehameha wave. Piccolo, he reacts at the last possible second with a mouth blast, and it is stronger than the Kamehameha wave. It blasts Krillin, it hits Krillin, and he goes flying into the stands, and he's unconscious. He's extremely hurt, and he can barely move. So Piccolo, he's quite badly hurt as well, so we've got to keep this in mind. He progresses to the next stage. So they give Krillin a senzu bean, and he's all fine, he's alright. Now comes Goku and Tien's fight. Now this one, once Goku got rid of his weighted hammer, his weighted squadron, sorry, he was just dominating the fight with Tien. But this time, Tien has gone through the same training. But Goku doesn't realise that Tien has analysed him as well. So Tien has looked at all Goku's new techniques. He's looked for his weaknesses. He knows how to get around Goku. So now the fight begins, and just like before, they start off just as normal, and the fight slowly progresses. Goku removes his weighted clothing, Tien removes his. So at this point I want to say Goku would be stronger than Tien just, but as per normal, Tien was faster than Goku to start with. With the same training, he has gotten even faster. So along with analysing all of Goku's techniques and abilities, he's faster than him and he catches him off guard. He doesn't bother with the multiform technique because he knows the weaknesses of it. So he's strengthened his solar flare like Krillin did in the Tournament of Power. He can get ×3. So Goku's blinded for a bit longer and Tien takes advantage. He kicks him, he's down. Goku quickly gets up and uses his senses, what he learned from Master Mutaito, his spiritual energy, and he avoids Tien's next few shots before Goku uses a Kamehameha wave, which Tien counters with Tri-Beam. So the Tri-Beam, it goes off spiritual energy as well, so it's stronger than what it originally was. So it fires straight through the Kamehameha wave and it knocks Goku out of the ring. So Tien wins. Oh wait, sorry, I missed out. The first round where Goku and Chi-Chi's fight is the same, and so is Tien's and Mercenary Tao's, and that's how their semi-final goes. So back to the other semi-final, where it's Kame versus Piccolo. So Piccolo is quite badly hurt here. Kame, he's slightly hurt, but he's being given a sense of being off Goku, so he's fine. So they begin to fight, and then Kame uses the Mafuba, which is working on Piccolo up until, as normal, he reverses it. But because he's a bit weaker, he misses the jar and it breaks. Kame, because he's missed, it's taken a lot of power out of him, a lot of energy, and Piccolo just finishes him, he rings him out. That's it, Kame is down. So now there is no need for the going inside Piccolo and getting the jar. Kame is still out. So now we go on to the final, Piccolo versus Tien. So again, this is another intense fight, but Piccolo is already wounded. So Tien is at full power and stronger than what Goku originally was. But saying that, I would also think that Piccolo, he would have trained an extra bit harder. Knowing that there was Tien to fight as well rather than just Goku, he would have put that little bit extra effort in and mastered his powers a bit more. So here, Tien would go full out from the start. He wouldn't be like Goku, just like sussing out Piccolo. He'd just go for it because he knows the stakes of everything. He knows that the world is at risk. And he goes straight in and fires a Dodon Ray right at Piccolo, who avoids it, and Piccolo's already gotten angry. He extends his arm to try and grab Tien. He grabs him by the chest and smashes him against the ground. This is when Tien uses his multi-arm technique, and he uses his 2 extra arms to grab Piccolo's arm. Bear in mind, he's watched his fight with Krillin, so he just breaks Piccolo's arm off and gets free. And he sees he's seeing what Piccolo's regeneration. It takes a few seconds, so he goes straight in and he punches him right in the gut, meaning that Piccolo's in pain, and he quickly kicks him in the head, knocks him down, and fires right of Ki blast straight at him. Piccolo's avoiding this, man. He hasn't had a chance to regenerate yet. He's having to try and avoid all these and try and regenerate at the same time. Each shot, Tien's edging closer and closer. Then he comes straight in, he uses the soul flare again, and then fires a blast right through Piccolo. There's a big hole in his chest and he is down. Tien jumps back, he assumes that it's over. He thinks that he's knocked Piccolo out and he'll just regenerate when he regains consciousness. But Piccolo, he quickly regenerates both his limbs. He gets up and he is furious. He becomes huge. He grows to the same size he did when he fought Goku. Starts trying to stamp on Tien. This is when Tien uses his multiform technique. And 2 go up Piccolo's legs and 1 jumps straight up centre. Piccolo trying to swat him, and the other uses a tri-beam. So while Piccolo swats one that was going down middle away, tri-beam goes straight up, gets Piccolo right in the jaw, and he comes tumbling down, and he shrinks as he's falling, smashed straight into the ground. He's still in the ring, gets up, severely weakened. Tien comes straight in, a wall of punches straight to the face, catching Piccolo off guard, kicks him to the side. Piccolo, he's really struggling. He's not had a second to try and come up with a technique. This is when Tien's coming at him and he just fires a blast from his mouth, smashes Tien. He goes flying, but obviously Tien knows how to fly. Goku did not. So he's up in the sky and he fires a blast straight down at Piccolo, who can also fly, so he just avoids it. They take the bat out of the sky, and Tien just hits Piccolo on the top of the head after an exchange of blows, goes flying down, and Tien just fires a blast straight to Piccolo, and at the last second he notices it, but as he avoids it, Tien's come flying down, punches him straight in the face, and he comes crashing into the ground. Piccolo he's partially unconscious, so he's losing consciousness. Tien quickly comes down and he does what he did with Yamcha and breaks Piccolo's leg. Obviously, because it's not being separated, he can't regenerate, he can't fix it. So Piccolo is now with 1 leg, like what he did to Goku. So Piccolo limps up and Tien fires a Dodon Ray, and like what Piccolo did to Goku, gets him in the shoulder and he can't move it now. And Tien quickly just finishes it. He punches Piccolo straight in the gut and he's out of the ring. He's very weak and he's finished. So Piccolo, he doesn't get a sense of being like Goku stupidly gave him, but now he knows that not only can Goku defeat him, but Tien is even stronger. He will be able to finish him off. So he knows there's no point in quickly coming back and trying to attack them. Tien wins the tournament. Goku marries Chi-Chi. Yamcha's with Bulma. Krillin does his own thing. Kami, he offers a role of Guardian of Earth to Tien, who turns it down. And Piccolo, he just goes off training, and plotting his revenge. Okay guys, so this has been today's video. Thank you all for watching. Leave a comment, let me know what you think about this one, and stay tuned for part 3. I'll see you all in the next video. Right.